Yeah. Just chill out, the goat seems to say. Timidly, the horse nods and tries to keep its mind on other things. The horse trains non-stop, and he sees nothing but his stable and the track for weeks at a time. It's okay, the goat says with a look. This unlikely friend helps to calm the horse, keeping him from going stir crazy in the small pre-race stall. Yeah, uh, the word "see" is already underlined. Number 46. Yeah, the horse trains non-stop, and he see nothing but his stable and the track for weeks at a time. Do you have a problem?
No?
Are you sure? Can you read the sentence again?
Yeah, just chill out, the goat seems to say timidly. The horse nods and tries to keep its mind on the other thing. The horse trains non-stop, and he sees nothing but his stable and the track, for weeks at a time. It's okay, the goat says with a look. Yeah, with a look. Okay, this is sure. Yes, this is unlikely. Friend helps to calm the horse, keeping him from going stir crazy in a small pre-race. Says sometimes.
Yeah, so here the word see, the verb see, he see. Do you think it's correct or it needs change? Here
I
you
think
have four options here. No change, sees, has saw, and have seen. Which one is correct?
second one.
The second one, that's right. Uh, well, we actually do
Because
have a mistake here, and that mistake is called subject-verb agreement. That is called subject verb agreement. Now, when we have he or she or it or any singular subject, we should put s to the verb. You got it? So he sees, she sees, it sees. You got it?
uh,
Yeah. All right. Keeping this unlikely friend helps to calm the horse, keeping him from going stir crazy in a small pre-race stall. Yeah. And number 47. Yeah. Sometimes because the horse insists on the presence of his pet, the goat. Here in number 47, the writer is considering deleting the preceding sentence. Should the sentence be kept or deleted? Well, the preceding sentence, which means like sometimes, okay, because the horse insists on the presence of his pet, the goat. So the writer is considering it means like thinking of deleting that sentence. Do you think it should be deleted or it should be kept?
it should be kept.
Well, I think we should read what comes before the sentence and what comes after it so that we can make sense of the meaning and then decide if it should be kept or deleted. So here it says like the horse trains, oh my gosh. Yeah, the horse trains non-stop and he sees nothing but his stable and the track for weeks at a time. It sounds like there is a race that's horse riding, okay, and there's gonna be a race. So it sounds like the horse is getting ready for the race, okay, and it sounds like the horse is really excited and so determined to win that race because it says here the horse trains non-stop, okay, non-stop, which means like he's practicing and training, and he sees nothing but his stable and the track for weeks at a time. And here, okay, his pet. So like the horse has a pet. The horse has a friend, which is a goat. So the goat is telling the horse, "It's okay. This is unlikely friend helps to calm the horse, keeping him from going stir crazy in the small pre-race stall. Sometimes because the horse insists on the presence of his pet, the, the goat will follow him all the way to the paddock." All right. So here it sounds like the the goat is relaxing the horse. Okay. The goat is trying to keep uh is trying to cool the horse from going crazy before the race. Okay, the goat is trying to the horse cool down the horse before going uh to the race. All right. So and it says here sometimes because the horse insists on the presence of his pet, the goat will follow him all the way to the paddock. Yeah, yes. Zain, can you read the choices?
The writer is considering deleting the preceding sentence. Should the sentence be kept or deleted? Uh,
Kept because the sentence describes the goat's role relative to the horse and the stable, or kept because it suggests that the goat is still waiting for a response from the horse. Deleted because the sentence breaks from the paragraph's main focus on the horse and the goat. Deleted because the sentence is predicated on the idea that goats and horses speak to one another. Huh. Which one?
hmm. Can we read the first from the start of the sentence from up?
Yeah, here again. That is, I'm trying to explain the
Says with
situation. Yeah, I'm just trying to explain the situation for you. It says
yeah,
that here.
the horse tries to calm down the horse
No, it's the
before
opposite.
the race.
The goat is trying to calm down the horse. All right. The goat is trying
Uh,
to cool him down. So this unlikely friend helps to calm the horse, keeping him from going stir crazy in the small pre-race stop. Sometimes because the horse insists on the presence of his pet, the goat will follow him all the way to the paddock. You know what's paddock?
Basic. Uh, can I write it? Just a second. So, bad duck. Bad duck is the place where the horse started to race. Probably.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Sure.
right. Yeah. It's an area for exercising animals,
It's
right?
like the place where he starts the race.
Yeah. So here he is telling you that the goat is going to follow him all the way to the paddock, kept before kept calm before the race. They are carrying the jockey to victory. So here, do you think we should keep that sentence?
Uh, yes,
Why?
because the horse insists of the goat staying with him. The goat did stay with the horse, so it's probably right to keep it.
So it's A or B or C or D.
So
He said the goat, okay, will follow. The goat
yeah,
will
it's
follow him.
probably B.
And
It's
here it
probably
says
B.
sometimes because the horse insists on the presence of his pet, the goat will follow him all the way to the paddock. And that is the role. That's the role of the goat. You know, the goat because they are friends, or the goat is the horse's pet. So his job is to cool him down, cool him down. Okay. So the goat is going to follow him up to the paddock. Hmm. I think it's A. Why? Because the sentence describes the goat's role relative to the horse in the stable. Okay? What is the role?
Yeah,
What is the role of the goat? It's a pet, you know?
yeah,
It is the horse's pet. And his role is to cool him down. You get the point?
yeah.
All right. 48. Because the horse insists on the presence of his pet, the goat. Yeah, so 48. Do we have a problem here? Going crazy, all right, and a small pre-race stall. Sometimes,
Because of the horse insists on the presence of his pet, the goat. So
well, here we have two inverted commas. You see, here is a comma. Hold on a second. Here is a comma, all right. Actually, I would like to put the sentence on the board for you so that you can make sense. Okay, here we have full stop and sometimes, all right. because the horse insists on the presence of his pet, the goat will follow him to the paddock.
Yeah, so
So here is the sentence. All right, here you have a comma, and here you
and
have a comma. Okay, which means, see, that's an
we
extra.
can remove all of this.
Yeah, you can remove it, and the meaning is still gonna be okay. All right, so if you remove it, it's gonna be sometimes the goat will follow him to the paddock. Sometimes the goat will follow him to the paddock. So it's gonna be meaningful. So here, the underlined sentence. Do you think it's correct?
And it's not because if you remove it, it will say sometimes a good, sometimes it goes and sometimes it does. She doesn't or whatever. So
But this is not like if I say sometimes the goat
yes, so we
will
should remove it since it's not right
follow them.
because it breaks the meaning of the sentence.
Actually,
That's my guess.
actually, it does not affect the meaning at all. I can remove it. I can remove it. See, sometimes the goat will follow him to the paddock. That's a
Yeah,
very
sometimes
meaningful.
the good, hear me 1 second. Sometimes the good wants wants them to follow him. Sometimes the goat will follow him to the bad luck. Means sometimes it comes with him to the bad luck, and sometimes it doesn't follow him to the bad luck. And the first sentence it says sometimes because of the horse insists of the presence of his pet, the goat will follow him to the bad luck, which means the goat will always follows him to the bad luck. So it does affect the meaning of the sentence. And sorry for my batting. I'm not used to speaking English much. Yeah.
No, I mean grammatically it's correct, right? And according to the meaning, if I remove the sentence between the two inverted commas, the meaning wouldn't be hurt, you know? Sometimes the goat will follow him to the paddock. That's a meaningful sentence. It gives me sense, right? It actually gives me sense, you know? The horse insists on the presence of his pet. He insists, but the goat sometimes goes and sometimes not, you know?
Yeah.
All right. So I think that sentence is okay. It doesn't have any problems. Okay. Two inverted commas, and it gives extra information. It gives more detailed uh, insight about the relation between the horse and the goat. So it's correct. If you just remove it, it's gonna be okay. So here, I guess we're gonna go for no, no change. No, 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 wait. That's 48. No, 49. No change. Okay, can you read the 49, please? Can you read 49?
Yeah. The coach will follow him all the way to the padlock, kept him calm. uh, kept
The
him
goat
calm.
will follow him all the way to the paddock. So here we go. Keep calm before the race. Which choice most vividly captures the relationship between the horse and the goat? Okay, which of those sentences really captures the relationship between the horse and the goat? No change, or comes along for the ride, or follows the horse, follows him wherever he may go, and the horse have a real bond. Hmm. Which of these? Here you have four sentences. The one written already, the horse, the goat will follow him all the way to the paddock, or comes along for the ride, or follows the horse, follows him wherever he may go, and the horse have a real bond. Hmm. Which of these sentences uh, shows the strong relationship between the horse and the goat? Look, I'm gonna put the goat will follow follow him all the way to the paddock. The goat follows the horse, follows him wherever he may go. Which one of those uh, captures the relationship between the horse and the goat?
Which what?
Which sentence? Which sentence? Okay, expresses the relationship between the horse and the goat. Vividly captures the relationship. between a horse and a goat. It sounds like the goat and the
It's the
horse.
second. It's the second sentence. Second sentence.
The
I
second sentence,
believe.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like it will for him for uh second sentence feels more emotional.
Yeah.
Or was this called
It's more
emotional?
vivid. It's more vivid.
What?
It's more, yeah, it is more vivid. More vivid. Yeah, so it's gonna be C, right?
The yeah.
So follows the horse, follows him wherever he goes. Okay, can you read the number 50? Kept calm, huh?
Where?
50.
49 kept calm before the race. They are carrying the jockey to the victory. The good and often unseen feature of the racetrack staple. So
You know what does it mean?
uh
Jockey. What is jockey? Jockey, it means like the horseman.
mm, no, I didn't know it.
Alright, so kept calm before the race. They are carrying the jockey to victory. So no change, or the horse carries, or they are carried, or the horse is carrying.
It's a horse carrying.
The horse carries, the horse carries, or the horse is carrying. G or J?
It's probably J.
Present simple or present continuous?
It's J. It's like he's carrying his rider to the victory. It's J.
Well,
Since
but
it's
we why are we using the present continuous? I think because that's a story. Because that's a story, and like he's telling us a story, and in narration we use the present simple or the past simple. You get the point? When we
nah,
come to tell a story, we use the present simple.
yes.
Let me show you something. Here, you see that verb?
Insists.
Insist. Good. Present simple. Uh, this one.
Tries,
Hmm?
trains, calm, helps, says, Facebook.
Yeah.
Uh,
So here we when we come to tell a story, we use the present simple. All right.
yeah.
So I'm just gonna go for
It's a S for the answer. No.
G. The horse carries. Okay. 51.
51. Given that all the choices are true, which one provides material most relevant to the graph's focus? No change. One of the oldest mammals in the world, which is the most commonly eaten meat on the globe, known by its bizarre bleating sound. يا حمار صوتك زبالة. I know. So it's probably
Well, he said, look, which sentence is more relevant, the most relevant to the paragraph's focus? Relevant to the paragraph's focus. And the paragraph focus is the relationship between the horse and the goat and the race. You know, that's the focus. The horse,
the
the
book is
race.
that they talk to each other, so it might be D for because it talks about the sound and they talk to each other. I think. Or
Known by its bizarre bleating sound. Do you think the
no
sound?
change, no change, no change.
Yeah, no
Forgot that
change.
first verse.
No change. Yeah,
Forgot it.
because B is not related and C not related and D
Nothing is
not.
related.
It's not the most related. You know, to the focus.
Nothing is related to the passage. Like they're talking about speed, races, whatever. Nothing is related
Yeah,
except A, no change.
50,
Like
52 are often unseen feature of racetrack stable became the unlikely companion to the racehorse, being that horse owners were surprised to see their horses relax when goat was nearby. So let's get it from the previous one. And often unseen, the goat, they are carrying the jugs of it. Yeah, the goat became the unlikely companion to the race horse, being that horse owners were surprised to see their horses relax when a goat was nearby. Yeah, 52. No change or race horse uh, companion to the race horse expectedly or racehorse where let me put the sentence on the board. Okay, the goat
wait, I'm getting it. Wait.
became the unlikely companion to the race horse. Yeah, 52. So the horse owners were surprised. Why? Because they noticed that the horses relaxed when a goat was nearby.
It's probably G. G.
G so became a likely companion
When the
to
horse
horse
owners were
race horse
surprised.
when 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 horse owners were surprised to see their horse next relax when a goat was new. Okay. When, race horse, when or where?
When G,
Yes.
where means place. Where
Yeah.
we want to say when when there's a goat nearby, the horse magically becomes relaxed.
Yeah. 53. Some owners have tried other animals, pigs, dogs, and birds.
Yeah, dogs. Makes makes the horse scared for racing. Like have
Yeah.
the
But these owners,
or
oh,
attach the dog and after the horse, you will find it making 150% of the performance. It's just run for her life, not for the test. Find it run like a rocket. Probably yeah. Not joking.
seriously.
Makes body make a hormone which increase performance by percentage. Like when I was running and tired from running, I almost stepped on the face of a black dog, German Shepherd, who was unattached. He ran after me like for 5 minutes. It was like parking. I ran at a speed which I never imagined that I ran at like this. Like I didn't feel that I was tired or the pain or anything. I just ran with the fastest speed I ever gone, which when the dog ran after me. Which because of a hormone names skirt hormone or something like that. You know about it? It's like the body makes this hormone so you can survive or something like that. It's
Yeah.
probably you're not you may not set if a dog runs after you.
So here
If it was
in 53, do
it
you think
was
it's like he says, like owners always come. Some owners try to try other animals like pigs and dogs and birds, but these owners always come back to goats whose special bond with horses exceeds that of any other animals. No change or uh, abetting love or chilling effects or tending to or no change. I got it. And I know number 53 and I'm sure of it. Oh, what about you?
same.
He said like owners came back to goats because they know very well that goats very good in relaxing the horse.
Mm.
Yeah, so which one you go for? No change or if
See,
C, yeah, chilling.
chilling effects.
Yeah. Yeah, can you continue?
Sure. So from
That
that
goats,
goats are still character staples even though they lit,
literally,
little I can't spell it.
literally,
Uh, eat garbage. Trainer Marty Wolfen attributes his his 20 years of training to the goats pre-
precious.
pre- precious, whose calming influence on horses had enabled him to produce impressive list of winners. When Marty and his wife bought a new farm with their earnings, it was only right that they should call it Precious Acreus.
Yeah. So which choice would best serve as a transition to the next sentence?
Repeat.
Which choice would best serve as a transition to the next sentence? Here he's talking about trainer Marty Wolfson. It sounds like Marty Wolfson. He had like 20 years of training, and he says like putting goats around the stable is very effective in cooling down horses. And he had a lot of achievements. He had an impressive list of winners. Yeah, why he could make those people winners? Because he knows very well that goats are the best in relaxing the horse. uh, so that's why he put a lot of goats around. So which choice would best serve as a transition to the next sentence? No change, or some of the biggest successes in racing history can be attributed to them, or those who have tried to replace the goats with pigs have been disappointed, or a lot of places still won't let goats run on the actual horse tracks. Goats have been so effective that those who have tried that some of the biggest successes in racing history. All right, look, that sentence, we want the best transition for that paragraph. Okay, that paragraph is mainly talking about what? Talking about success,
Of the goats.
yeah, success story. Okay, a trainer uh, has already implemented that way in his stables, and then like he had a lot of winners. So that's the success story or an achievement. Now, the sentence which is underlined, is it a good transition for that paragraph, or we should replace it with one of those? Yeah, can you read the choices from F to J?
Uh, Mortware. Uh, so read 54, huh? Okay, which choice would serve as a transition to the next sentence? No change, or some of the biggest success in racing history can be attributed to them, or those who have tried to replace the goats with pigs have been disappointed. A lot of places still won't let goats run on the actual horse track. So it's probably G.
Yes,
They're
yeah,
all,
yes, very good, Joe.
because it's all about the goats more than the horse. So
Yeah,
it's all about goats. Yeah.
okay. Yeah, can you read the next?
Sure. The stable goat has a long lineage in horse race. Some suggest that the stable goat may have been used to calm horses before classical Greek carriage races. We we don't really know. We can be much more certain, however, about its more recent history. In fact, the phrase "to get one goat" comes from early 1100 England, and it refers to the company shop.
Yeah. So the stable goat has a long lineage in horse racing. Some suggest that the stable goat may have been used to calm horses before classical Greek chariot race. We don't really know. We can be much more certain, however, about its more recent history. In fact, the phrase "to get one's goat" comes from early 18th England, and it refers to the championship. Yeah, 55 is super easy. Yeah, yeah, come on.
So these are other. You want me to read the uh, question answers or to
No, I
read
want
the?
you to tell me what's wrong with here. 55.
About its more recent history. In fact, the phrase "to get مش عارف إيه" because you're hiding it from early 1100 England refers to championship. So C isn't right. It's B, I think,
Yeah, it's B, right.
because it's I mean it is more, and we want it's because it means it's. Yeah, no reason. Yeah, start. D.
Yeah. Between race horses and their goats, there was a classic ploy that was well known for years.
Repeat.
We are in 56.
Uh, Between the race horses and their gods. It was a classic ploy, and that was well known for years. What is ploy? It means play
Ploy, it
or
means like uh, a plan, trick, strategy, you know, a cunning plan.
Uh, oh, first, the
or a
racetrack,
tactic.
a trainer sneaks to a rival's stable and gets the good of the horse. The horse will be so rattled and won't have a chance in the next day race. Rattled means, what does rattle mean?
Again? I'm sorry.
What is the
Rattled.
meaning of
A
rattled?
horse will be so rattled that he won't have a chance in the next day. All right.
Means tilted or tilted, huh?
No, rattled like to make rapid successions of short noises. To move with a rattle. Let me explain. A trainer sneaks into the rival stable and gets the goat of his horse. Yeah, the horse will be so rattled that he won't have a chance in the next day's race. Rattled. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. It means make a cruise of a rapid succession of short, sharp knocking sounds.
Hello?
Yes, yeah,
You hear me?
yes.
All right. Rattled, yeah, but rattled here it means to be worried, you know? So the horse is gonna be worried and he won't have a chance in the next day. When you get the horse nervous, uh, he won't have a chance for a race the following day. So that's an old trick.
Yeah.
So it was a classic ploy. It was a classic ploy that was well known for years at the racetrack. No change, or ploy that was tricky and sneaky, or ploy as in a plot or trick. Yeah, which one? I think that's easy.
Uh, Russell, 1 second.
We are in 56.
Yeah,
Like that was a trick. It was a trick to get the horse
probably.
nervous or worried so that he won't have a chance in the next day's race.
It's probably no change.
No change. Very good job.
Thank
No
you.
change. Yeah, 57. Uh, although the ploy has died out, so that trick or that tactic died out. The saying persists, and any racehorse trainer will tell you that taking a horse's goat away before a race can have very bad consequences. Which means, like, if you take the goat away, this is gonna have bad consequences on the horse. The horse is gonna be worried, and he will probably do bad in the race. So here's 57.
It means
Although the
like it will have a bad effect for tilting him. Like, why did you take my goat? Yeah.
yeah,
Why is he don't put next to him a female horse? It might work, but I think. Like, why to put a goat if you can put a female horse next to him, right? Or vice versa.
yeah.
Like, very, very idiot story.
All right. So here, do you think the ploy has died out? No change, or the ploy dying, or having died?
D is grammarly wrong.
Yeah,
C
grammatically. Yeah.
also.
Do you mean grammatically wrong?
So it's no change or B.
No change or B. The ploy dying. B is also grammatically wrong.
How?
It should be the ploy is dying.
Oh, yeah.
So it's
So
gonna be,
it's A.
yeah, no change. 58.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, sure.
Not a question. So, yeah, continue.
All right. We know that animals. Sorry. 58. Racehorse trainer will tell you that taking a horse's goat away before a race can have a very bad consequences. Huh? I got it. What about you?
It's probably G.
G? Y?
Because we will have a full sentence and non-full sentence. Like this,
Well,
I think.
well, G is not correct.
Sad.
Like you're gonna say, uh, taking a horse's goat away, comma, before a race, comma. No, I think it's look edge,
G doesn't have a comma at the end.
edge. We don't need any commas here.
Why? It's like too big sentence.
Taking a horse's goat away before a race can have very bad consequences. Do I need a comma here?
Yeah.
I don't need any
Okay.
commas.
So when do we need to put a comma? If
If you're adding extra information, or more details.
mm,
Here, if I put comma before a race, so like, let me show you. Comma, comma. Before
Will
a
be
race
like
here,
taking the horse away. It will be
before
like,
before a race, that's very important information, right?
yeah.
It's important. I cannot put it between inverted commas because those are not extra information. Those are important to the meaning. Taking the good before the horse, you know, not
Yeah.
generally. So I cannot put commas.
But anyway, yeah.
Yeah, 59. Can you read it?
Sure. Uh, we know that animals communicate with one another, but the horse and the goat shows a curious intent of something more like serious, way more intimate. Some horse generally refers to the goat's mascots, but others refer to them as horses, best friends, or even soulmates full of.
Yeah, we know that animals communicate with one another, but the case of the horse and the goat shows a curious instance of something more, like seriously, way more intimate. Yeah, huh? Yeah, got it.
Uh, Not yet. Please see.
Why?
Shorter is better. Another sentence.
See, instance of something more intimate. Well, let me tell you something. Look at that part. You know, the words between inverted commas. Are they extra information or like more emphasizing words or something really important and part of the meaning?
It doesn't have a meaning. I know, but like, yeah, we're
It's
gonna remove.
for more emphasis, right?
Yeah.
For more emphasis. It puts more weight to the sentence. So I think the commas here are correct. Yeah, which means like I can easily remove those words. The meaning won't be hurt. The meaning is gonna be okay, right? And
Yeah.
instance, by the way, it means example. Instance, it means example. All right.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be
No
no change.
change.
Okay, 60. Full best friends or even soulmates, full of tenderness and affection. Good horse psychologists, nothing, noting these essential friendships, and show us a side of that psychology that we may not have been suspected was there. So, some horse some horse trainers refer to the goats as mascots, but other refers to them as horses, best friends, or even soulmates, full of tenderness and affection. Good horse psychologists noting these essential friendships and show us a side of that psychology. Yeah, 60.
Uh, Tenderness and affection. Good horse, but just nothing.
Psychologists. Psychologists.
Just I don't. Yeah, nothing. This essential friendship and show us a side of that is
Psychology.
psychology that we may not even suspect was there.
Yeah. Do you remember what your teacher said? Shorter is,
Better.
yeah.
So, J,
Nope.
because it's grammatically wrong, can't go with.
These friendships are, good horse psychologists are saying how essential these friendships are and show us a right. Hmm. Is it G or J?
I probably think it's G, but J's for shorter is better. G, I think it's just good. Or
I think you're correct. It's G.
I was correct. Yes. Next.
Yeah, we're
Uh,
gonna stop. We're gonna stop at that much. The next
yeah.
passage
Thank you.
tomorrow. You're welcome.
Uh,
All right. See you. Bye.
bye.